Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. This is part 14, and we're still in Goldenrod City. Gonna walk around and check out some of the sites, because, you know, that's what people always want to do when they get to a new city. Also, they go shopping. Yeah. I decided to super speed this part up for the obvious reason that this simply is not a shopping simulation game. It's a Pokemon catching and battling simulation game. Come on. Alright, so buying fancy Ultra Balls and potions, and I don't even remember what I just bought, because it all happened so fast. Oh, yeah, and selling those things finally, because I did say that those were good selling stuff, and I'm doing that. Okay, so then I decided to use all the rest of my money on repels. Now I'm broke. Alright, so now that I'm broke, I might as well just run around the city and tell everybody I'm broke, but they're NPCs, so they don't care. They have their own pre-written text, and they will say that all the time. And they do it very well, though. Alright, so going into the bicycle shop and getting me a bicycle. You know, I don't know what else to say besides that. I got a bicycle. And I'm going to go ahead and register it, of course, because it's possibly one of the best items ever in any Pokemon game. How could you not use a bicycle? Oh, yeah, and then I got confused here, and I was like, why does it say 1 and 2 set? And then I kind of realized that you can set things to Y and X, which is... They're getting a little too fancy. I mean, I got to keep up with the times here, you know? I'm used to just pressing select. And yeah, and then I hopped on the bicycle, and it was just a little bit... It was too hard to control for me, so screw it, running. I had heard, though, that that the bicycle wasn't exactly the greatest thing in the world to control in this game, so... I just thought I'd try it out for a test drive. You know, maybe I can tame this bad boy. No, I just ride into somebody's house and break the door down. Whoops, sorry about that. Bye-bye. So, the gym leader, Whitney, is off in the radio tower, which is amazingly where you actually have to go in order to get a radio card. Because it's kind of going to be a little bit important later on in the game. And there she is, the fancy pink-haired person herself. Those crazy gym leaders. You know, they gotta have their own gimmick. You know, they gotta make themselves memorable. Otherwise, you just won't remember them. So this is possibly the easiest 5-question quiz ever in any video game ever. As long as you know things about Pokemon, you'll be just fine. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, no TMs on Magikarp. Yeah, one of the worst Pokemon in the game. I'm sorry, Magikarp. It's true. And yeah... He's not, no, Professor Oak doesn't co-host his show with Marie. It's Mary. You know, you gotta sound like an absolute Pokemon nerd when you do this quiz. Yeah, the third question was totally apricots. You don't, how do you carve Pokeballs out of fruit? No, it doesn't work that way. I'm sorry, Whitney. And you call yourself a gym leader. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. the Team Rocket guy. God. He's watching that radio tower so suspiciously, and I just wanted to talk to him, but, you know, whatever. I was really confused by that. I don't remember that sign being in the original, but, oh, God. Meryl. Yep, there she is. It's Lyra. Hello, how you doing? That Meryl always seems to get away from her. Anyway, I wonder what that says about her Pokemon training skills. I mean... That's not good. That's not good. Anyway, I was a little bit confused. I was like, it's like, get off your bicycle in the tunnel. I was like, okay, God, calm down, son. You don't have to yell. I don't remember that. I can't even remember if you can go on your bicycle in the tunnel, but I didn't want to risk it. You know, I didn't want any signs coming down there and yelling at me, so I didn't want to go on the bicycle. So yeah, down here in the underground, they're underground shops, basically. Not only are there shops, but there are trainers that want to battle you. Pokemaniac Donald. Pokemaniac Donald had a Slowpoke. E-I-E-I-O! And on this farm, he had a Citizen Zap that destroyed his Slowpoke in one hit. E-I-E-I-O. Level up for Citizen Zap. And another Slowpoke. You know, we just don't get enough of these, apparently. I like how the Pokemaniacs have to just... They love it. They love their Slowpokes. And I remember before I got confused maybe with the Pokemaniacs. Yeah, what I actually got confused with was another type of trainer that's actually in this underground. And crap, I couldn't quite put him away before Yawn took effect. Dang it. I did remember, though, that Slowpoke is half psychic, so I figured Bite was a good choice to, you know, finish him off. Gotta give my Pokemon, you know, equal EXP and all that. Okay, okay. Alright, then. I super sped a little bit too much, apparently. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now here we go. That was actually it. It was Super Nerds that I got confused with the Pokemaniacs. I love that editing fail there. I can't believe I didn't notice that, but it's no big deal. So first Magnemite of the playthrough. Magnemite got one heck of an overhaul when Generation 2 came around. The Steel type, one of the new types. And Magnemite was half Steel. That's actually pretty awesome, and at the same time it kind of sucked because when you fought somebody's Magnemite, it was like, wait a minute, this thing has way too many resistances. Alrighty. Interestingly enough, I actually did not know that electricity... I mean, well, Steel is not resistant to electricity. I actually thought it was, and I probably thought that because I must have tried an electric attack on Magnemite, and since he's half electric, well, you know, you get where I'm coming from. I love how I didn't super speed this. More editing fail. Yeah, now I did. Okay, whatever. Anyway, so the first Voltorb of the playthrough. I don't much care for these guys. They're a little bit too fast, if you ask me. So I might as well get to those fancy shoutouts that everybody wanted to tell me about, and I enjoy reading. Let's see. Jakey the Rocker 13 says, my favorite memory about Pokemon is sitting in my bedroom on a weekend with a juice box trying to get every Pokemon so I could rub it in my friends' faces at school that I got every Pokemon. Awesome. I like that. Now, I really took a risk here. Sonic Boom, I hate that attack, especially in the beginning of the game. I can't stand it because it always does 20 damage. And my Pokemon don't have that much HP. So Voltorb's being a big fat jerk about it. Luckily, though, his Sonic Boom missed. So I was able to do something about that. Now I'm going to take a risk again. This is all about risk versus reward. I don't know if this is going to work out so well. He might not do Sonic Boom. Okay, so he's going to use Tackle. Oh, this is getting real tense here. No, yeah, I figured I might as well not risk it again. He's already paralyzed, so have Fireball come out? That's interesting. You know, also interesting, I don't think Voltorb actually learns any electric attacks on its own. I'm like so certain about this. I remember reading it somewhere. And despite the fact that Voltorb is actually an electric type, it actually does not learn electric moves. I think, weirdly enough, I think it might actually learn Charge. But that's yet to be seen as I teach Fluffer a new move, possibly. Sleep Powder. I wasn't really sure. I was thinking about Stun Spore versus Sleep Powder, and then I thought, nah. You know, I got Poliwag now, and he's got Hypnosis, so that kind of fills in the void of being able to put Pokemon to sleep. Oh, that's right. Yeah, this part is actually a new area. Lyra gave me the fashion case, and that's to dress up your Pokemon for taking pictures. And you can take pictures of them down here. The fashion case is actually for contests in the in Diamond and Pearl, but there are no contests in HeartGold and SoulSilver, so that's kind of a problem. Alright then, so the Haircut Brothers will actually increase your Pokemon's happiness if you pay them. The younger brother does a not so great of a job, but he does give your Pokemon, you know, a decent amount of happiness. The older brother charges more, but he will give your Pokemon more happiness, and it depends on what day of the week will actually determine what Haircut Brother is actually there. First Licky Tongue of the playthrough. Had to super speed this a little tiny bit due to time constraints. I'm going to go ahead and spoil this. This battle took forever. This guy said, my Pokemon just came back from a haircut. Look how powerful it is. Yeah, you know, everybody knows that giving your Pokemon a haircut makes it super powerful. And now that I looked it up, actually, well, as far as Generation 4 goes, I'm not sure of the other ones. I'm going to look it up right now. Oh, good. Yeah, Lick and Paralyze and all that. I think it was actually Generation 2. Yeah, Generation 2 and 1, Voltorb doesn't actually learn any electric attacks, but starting from 3, he learns Spark. So, that kind of works out. And then in Generation 5, he learns this new fancy move that's not even out yet. It's called Elect Ball, but that's not even, you know, we're not even there yet, so I'm not even going to get into that. Alright, so Paralyzed Heal for my Red Ranger because he's just taking it to this Lickitung. He's showing this Lickitung how much heart he has. And for more shoutouts, Jake the Hedgehog X5 says, my best memory of Pokemon is when I accidentally caught a super rare Pokemon on my friend's Pokemon DS cartridge when I was playing with his DS, and my friend didn't even thank me because he hardly knows about Pokemon. You know, that's terrible. Your friend should be absolutely grateful. He should be grateful to you every single day. Oh, yeah, this was disappointing. I had him, okay? I had him with Headbutt. But then he had to confuse me. And of course I was hit myself and then cut. Yeah, finished Red Ranger off. Crap. Alright, you know what? Bats in video games, you get him. He's almost done for. Just, I guess, Bite will probably take him out. Yeah. There we go. We got him. Alrighty. God, friggin' Lickitung. I cannot believe it. But hey, UMAD got a level up, Bats in Video Games got some decent EXP, so that's a consolation prize. Red Ranger put up a heck of a fight. He's fainted now. He's having himself a nice little rest, sort of, with spirally eyes and whatnot. Oh, yeah, this fancy place. No, we're not going there just yet. That's a little bit later in the game. Right now, we're going to be challenging another super nerd. They thought he was cheating. You know, he is a super nerd. I wouldn't put it past him. I love the, like, robotic Pikachu in the picture. That's just hilarious. I don't know why. I just find that hilarious. D-Guitar1213 says his favorite memory of Pokemon was having to use a Master Ball to catch Moltres in Leaf Green. Then he goes on to say, I'm pathetic. I don't really think so. If it's any consolation, I remember a long time ago, one of my friends actually accidentally used a Master Ball on an Oddish. True story. He did it. And he wasn't too happy. You know, he could have just not saved the game, but maybe he, like, did too much stuff, and yeah, he didn't, like, want to not lose. What the heck? Why did I get... Wait a minute! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's going on here? 3 critical hits in a row. Like, the AI is officially cheating now, okay? Citizens app, show this first grimer of the playthrough who's boss. For God's sake, pound 3 critical hits in a row. Does that thing have like a ridiculously high critical hit ratio or something? Because that's just unacceptable. No, it actually doesn't. It's just a normal move. In fact, it's so normal that the Japanese name for it is strike. How generic is that? Anyways, Supersonic 68,100 says, my best memory in Pokemon was Leaf Green, my first Pokemon game, and Game Boy game, and game! I think he's saying that it was his first game ever. And his favorite Pokemon is Charizard. Plenty of people love Charizard. It's like badass, you know, if you watch the show, Ash's Charizard is like the most badass thing ever. Fireball, new move, Flame Wheel. Very, very good move. Gonna get rid of something that I haven't used in a long time. Yeah, gonna get rid of Smokescreen. Smokescreen. Smokescreen, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I know, I kind of spoiled it, didn't I? Inept Gamer wrote a bit of a long one. He says his favorite memory of Pokemon, well, that's got to be when I first beat Pokemon Gold. I got it for Christmas and I was 5 or 6 at the time. And English not being my mother language, I would get lost very easily. But when I finally beat it, I felt so proud of myself and actually went to my dad. And I was like, Dad, I finally beat it. I finally beat it. Happy face. LOL. People may think this is cheesy, but I don't care. Damn good times. Good times. And his favorite Pokemon is Charizard. I mean, come on. Who doesn't love Charizard? He said it. You know? I said it. Then he said it. He agrees. Charizard. Totally badass. Alrighty then. So that looks like it's pretty much it. Time skip to saving the game. That's it for this part of the SoulSilver playthrough. Join me in part 15. Magikarp, what do you got to say? Come on. Oh. That's not a very good way to end the video. You know, if you're bored, you can just leave, okay? Just get out of here. God.